Day 22 of my 31-day challenge, and the question today was to look up values on Google and to kind of match yourself up against those values. So the list is very long. It's about 57 values. So I went through it, and I think I'm on that edge. I think I'm almost maybe 75%, right? Like, I have to be honest, right? So I have about 75% of all those values that they said. So let's start. And it goes alphabetically. So the first one is accountability. Do I have accountability? Yeah, I truly do believe that, because I cannot stand a liar. So if something happens, or if I did something, I'm going to tell the truth about the fact that I did it. If I didn't do it, I vehemently will say I didn't do it. And I will expect the person that did do it to tell the truth. And, a lot of circumstances, people don't have a tendency to be honest, and I am. Sometimes I'm honest to a fault. Seriously, there are certain circumstances where you might have to protect somebody's feelings to tell a little fib, but accountability, where if someone said to me, "Did you say that about me?" I'm going to say, "Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did." "Did you do that?" "Yeah, I did." Let's say it's in a financial situation and there was like overspending, or there was underspending, or missing a bill, or forgetting a bill, or whatever. If someone says to me, "Did you do that? Did you not pay that bill?" I'll say, "No, oops." Yeah, that was my fault. Yeah. So I have no problem saying if something is my fault. I have no problem apologizing. I truly believe that is a very strong part of communication with other people, is to be able to admit when you're wrong, to be able to tell the truth, and to be able to take accountability for it. And if you did do it, say you're sorry. Simple as that. It's easy, right? So accountability. I'm going to have to tick these off. So I'm going to give accountability on a scale of 1 to 10. I would say I'm a 9. Because I have told little white lies to save somebody's ego, right? Okay. So the second one is appreciation. I give myself a 10. I appreciate absolutely everything that is done for me. If there are nice things that are done for me or said about me, I appreciate that. And I appreciate the big guy, because I'm still here on this earth. So yeah, I appreciate a lot of things, including my life. Okay. Attentiveness. On a scale of 1 to 10, attentiveness. Ooh. I might have given myself a 9 or a 10 when I was like 40, but I'm in my 60s. So attentiveness. I have a hard time with focus. I really do. I truly do. And I have to work at it, especially with my fitness and my health and what I'm eating, and even my nutrients, my supplements. I have to be very attentive. I have to be very focused. And sometimes I'm not. So attentiveness. What would I give myself on a scale of 1 to 10? 6? Yeah, I think I'd give myself a 6 out of 10. Authenticity. Now, I want to say I'm very authentic, okay? But, sometimes I have to put on airs. I remember when I was working in as a program developer, you have to put on kind of like not an air, but you have to personify yourself as someone who knows or has strong roots in business and things like that, right? So sometimes you have to pull that confidence out. And for a long period of time, I wasn't a confident young woman. It took a long time to build my confidence. Right now, I think I'm fairly confident, okay? But authenticity is to show the true person that you truly are. Well, I don't always show the true person that I am. A lot of us don't. Sometimes you have to hide certain factions of your personality, or you have to kind of keep the grips on them, because people will take advantage of it. So let's say you're very compassionate and very loving and very giving, and sometimes I can be giving to a fault, and I don't think about myself. I basically will give it all away. I don't care. I don't care about money. I don't care about material things. I don't care about anything. As long as I've got food and a roof over my head. How do I say that? I said a roof over my head, food in my belly, and the ability to sustain myself from month to month. That's all I need. I don't care about anything else. So authenticity is where you personify yourself as a true person, the true version of yourself. And I don't always do that. I mean, look at me. I mean, in the morning I get up, I look like crap. I put a little bit of makeup on, and that kind of makes me look a little bit better, right? I'm not saying I'm perfect, but like a little bit better. So authenticity would be if I got up in the morning and I made a video, and I've done that a few times, where I had no makeup on. Didn't have my hair washed. It was just curly. It's like crazy, unkempt, right? So authentic. I would give myself out of from 1 to 10, authentic. Personality-wise, authenticity, I think I would give myself a 10, personality-wise. But, you know, there's other factions of that, right? There's how you show yourself to the world, right? Well, I don't know anybody that I know, okay? Especially anybody that worked in a public sphere that didn't comb their hair, put their makeup on. It makes you feel better. It makes you look better. It makes you kind of personify this person that's very, you know, what's the word? I can't think of the word, like professional, right? So, yeah, authenticity would be where, yeah, I can be a professional but still look like a bum. You know what I mean? So, from 1 to 10, I don't know why I get this cough. From 1 to 10, because I don't smoke anymore. Okay, so from 1 to 10, authenticity. I would say 7. Yeah, I would say 7. Boldness. 10. I give myself 10. I don't even got to think about that boldness. Yeah, because I have a tendency to I try to temper it, but I have a tendency to say it as it is. You know, if I think something, I usually think it before I speak it before I think it, and I have to kind of get a curb on that. But yeah, I think I'm bold. Yeah. I'm not shy anymore. I used to be back in the day, but I'm not anymore. So yeah, I'll say 10. Okay, bravery. Well, I'd like to say 10, but I'm not. I'm not completely, totally brave. I'm bold. I don't know how brave I am, though. Okay, let me think. Brave. Well, I can give an instance. When I went for the walk and I had been attacked on one of my walks by someone who wasn't in control of their faculties, and I was hurt. And although I did fight back and I did protect myself, I still think that to this day, I'm very leery. I don't go the same route. I watch if someone's following me. I always watch behind me, watch to the sides of me. I watch the cars that are slowing down. Like, I'm very, very vigilant, okay? So, does that make me brave? No, I don't think that does. I don't think that makes me brave. Would I put myself in circumstances that are dangerous? No. That also doesn't make you brave. That makes you stupid. If you put yourself in situations where you know there's a danger or an element of danger, I don't think you're brave. I think you're stupid. I think you haven't thought it out, right? So brave to me would be, the bravest person to me would be someone who's battling an illness, whether that be cancer, whether that be heart problems, whether that be, you know, losing a limb. Those people are brave to me. People who have lost partners or lost children, those people are brave to me. Am I brave? No, I'm not. I have lost some important people in my life, and I broke down. I lost an older brother who passed, and yeah, I broke under the pressure. I lost my familial relationships to my family for almost 20 years, and was I brave? No, I broke. I cried. I had a hard time with that. If I lost one of my children, it would destroy me. It would destroy me. I'm sure it would destroy any of you. If I lost my best friend, it would destroy me. If I'm very, very, what's the word? I could cry at a drop of a hat. I'm very emotional, very sensitive, okay? So I'm very, very sensitive to the problems of other people, to those that I love, those that I care about, to my pet. Okay, I'm very, very sensitive. So am I brave? Well, there's an aspect of me that is, because I have battled heart disease. Well, I had a heart attack. I had 2 strokes and 3 bouts of cancer. So am I brave? Does that make me brave? Makes me resilient because I have bounced back. But when I first found out that I had cancer and it was a melanoma, I was devastated. It just floored me. And I had taken one of my workers, it was a native worker who came with me to the meeting, and she was like my strength. She was my strength. But as soon as we left the office and we went outside, I broke down. I started crying. I remember heaving. I remember her looking at me like she knew me as a strong, stable woman, and then all of a sudden she's looking at this woman who's a complete wreck. I was a complete wreck. So there are aspects of bravery that I have, and then, there's aspects of me that are not brave. So 1 to 10, am I brave? I would say 7. Yeah, I would say 7 out of 10. Compassionate. Yes, very much so. I am extremely compassionate, whether it be for the person that's homeless on the street due to their own indiscretions, taking drugs or whatever. I'm compassionate to the people I know that I care about. I'm compassionate to people who have lost their life early, to children who have been abused at an early age. I am compassionate to even those people that were my abusers when I was, as I was going through the years, okay? I'm compassionate to my abusers because I know the circumstances that they dealt with. I know them, right? So I understand and I'm compassionate, and I understand why they strike out at other people. So yes, I'm very, very compassionate. So 1 to 10, 10. Competence. I would like to think I'm competent. However, in my editing skills or my videotaping skills, not so much. But am I competent in my field? Yes. I think I'm a pretty competent person. I think if I'm given a task, whether I know how to do it or not, I will learn very quickly. So yes, I would say 10. Confidence. Confidence. I think I'm confident. I think I went through many years where I wasn't confident and where my voice was kind of like sequestered. I wasn't allowed to speak out. I wasn't allowed to be the confident woman that I am today. So I think I'm confident now, but it was a process, right? So I can't say I'm completely confident 100% because there are times when I'm not confident. I mean, there are times when I'm speaking to someone who I know has more education than myself or has more experience than myself, and I kind of fold to their experience or their knowledge. Okay, so I'm confident in my skills, and I'm confident that I can learn. Okay, well, to be honest with you, I can't give myself a 10, but I could give myself an 8 or a 9. There's that 1% confidence that is lacking, and I think that's in, as I'm aging, my looks. Okay, I know, and I mean, I don't think anybody's out of the bind. Okay, but as you get older, you get wrinkles, you get grooves where you never had them before. You get, your hair changes color, you lose your sparkle, you lose your energy, and I'm very self-conscious in that area when it comes to my body, when it comes to my looks. Yeah, I'm pretty self-conscious. So Like when I go out, I usually put my eye makeup on at least, or I'll put lipstick on. There's something, and I think it's like a cloak for me. It hides that lack of confidence that I do have in my looks. Okay, so just putting a little bit of eyeliner on makes me feel confident. It makes me feel more attractive. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to be attractive, right? So. And I get to that stage with my hair where like my hair is growing and I haven't cut it yet. I'd like to keep it short, I think, but I'm going to see. But you go through this stage with your hair where your hair is kind of like at that ugly stage, right? And that's what it's at. It's at that mid stage between being short and kind of like perky and long and sensual. So it's at that middle stage and I'm kind of like, ugh. So I'm kind of lost at how to wear my hair. When my hair is long, I love to wear it up in like sloppy buns and like, ponytails and like curls hanging down, right? Things like that. So I think that a little bit of makeup, a little bit of lipstick, maybe a nice outfit kind of gives me that boost to my confidence. So confidence, I can't say 10, but I would say 8. In speaking, in finding out information and researching, I'm very confident. I'm 10. I feel 10. But in my persona, in my outward appearance to other people, I would say an 8. So, like, I need that lipstick and I need that eyeliner. Yeah. Okay, courage. Well, I think you have to be very strong to battle what I'm battling in life. I'm not only dealing with health issues, I'm dealing with family issues. I'm dealing with past abuses in my life. I'm dealing with mental anguish, not mental problems, but mental anguish, where, I've focused a lot on things that have happened to me. I'm focused a lot. I'm trying to heal from them. So when I do journaling, I have a tendency to write it all down. I write my memories down. I write what happened because of those things that happened to me, how I feel my life went. Okay, so I think in order to go through what I have been through, and there's many people out there that go through the same thing, that you have to have courage, and I believe I have it. I believe I've been through hell and back. Yeah, those rising waters, I've swam them many times. Raising 3 kids on your own, that takes courage. Yeah, that takes a lot of courage. So anybody who's raising kids on your own, listen, I give you a gold star. So I am going to give myself 10. Creativity. Okay, I believe I'm very creative, and I live it. I live it, I do it, I manifest it, I read it, I write it, all. So I give myself a 10. Creativity. Curiosity, that's a 10, because I want to know. Inquiry minds want to know. When I had the stroke and they had given me all the medication, I researched every single medication they gave me. And I didn't have a doctor, so I was at a clinic when this went down, and I was in rehab, and there was a doctor, a rehabilitation doctor that was there, but he wasn't my doctor. And he kind of said, I said, well, are you going to write me prescriptions for this medication I need? And he said, no. He said, I'm retiring, so give this to your doctor and they will. I said, I don't have one. And so I said, well, can you write me out a prescription for? And I had researched it, what you would take, and this one particular medication. And he said, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that I can do. And he did, because he agreed with what I had found. So I actually researched my own medication. So, and I mentioned it to the doctor, and I asked if they could write me a prescription based on my medical history and what had happened for that particular medication. And he did. So I think my curiosity is at a 10. I would give it a 10 plus. I will research the hell out of anything. Dependability. Listen, if I say I'm going to do it, I will move hell or high water to do it. So yes, I'm very dependable. 10 plus. Yeah. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Determination. Of course. I'm determined to stay alive, that's for sure. I'm determined to see my grandchildren grow and my children thrive. Yes, of course I'm determined. I quit school in grade 12. Teachers went on strike. My mom told me I had to get a job or get out, and I did. I got out. I got a job. I joined the military. Determined? Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, 17 years old. I'd never been really, well, except for a summer job, I'd never been out of the fold. I went across the country. Yeah, I was determined to pass. I passed. Then when I got out of the military, I was determined to have a higher education. I quit in grade 12, but I went back and I completed my grade 12, and then I took a college course, and then I took a university course. So yeah, determined, hell yeah. So determination, 10 plus. And when I had the stroke, and I ballooned up to 200 pounds, and I was on all these medications, I thought, you know what, this is enough, this is enough. I weaned myself off the medications bit by bit. I replaced it with a holistic remedy instead of the medications, and I researched the hell out of it. I really, truly did. So I know what I'm talking about. Was I determined? Yeah, and look at me. I think it's, 8 years later, and I'm on no medication. I'm thriving. I still have some blood pressure issues where when it gets hot, my blood pressure goes high. You know, I have bouts of problems or situations where I have to be very guarded. But this is like I'm saying, I think it's 8 years. I no longer am smoking. That took determination. I said, I'm done. And the morning the morning I quit, I broke all my cigarettes up that morning. That night I had a stroke from the stress, but I was determined. I will never touch it again. And I haven't. So 10 plus. Discipline. Oh, yeah. I'm ex-military. Think about it, right? I joined the military. I had to have discipline. I had to run a mile and a half every year. We had to place, and we had to do our mile and a half. I did it. Determined as hell. I did it. What else? I wanted to take a certain course. I took that course. I passed. I got honors in many of my courses. Determination. I wanted to get out of my last relationship in my life. Was horrible, horribly abusive. That individual got away with damn near putting me in the coffin. Okay, that individual was out of my life, but that individual was hard to lose. It was hard to lose because I had been with them, I think, 7 years. Okay, so it was hard to get that out of my mind, right? To get my strength back to leave. I was determined. When I seen there was a circumstance where I was being held in a room against my will, and I was being beat, okay? And someone I love literally put their fist through the door to protect me, literally right through the door, and literally chased that individual out of my home, okay? When I seen that happen, I was determined. Never again. And I'll tell you what, that individual will never darken my doorway or my soul or my heart or my eyesight ever again. Never again. So determined? Oh, honey, you don't know what determined is until you have seen someone that you truly care get hurt. You have no idea. You have no idea. So determination, 10 plus. Discipline, 10 plus. Yeah, 10 plus, because I was disciplined. I had to end something. I had to end a life where I wasn't thriving. I had to. And so I was determined to do that. So I did. I walked away from bad relationships. I walked away from cigarettes. I walked away from a life where I wasn't appreciated. I wasn't respected. So, yeah. Discipline? Hell yeah. 10 plus. I kind of threw determination and discipline in together. Yeah. Okay, so there's a few more left. Empathy. I worked in social work. You have to have empathy. Well, you're supposed to have empathy. I know some social workers that I've seen in my lifetime, they didn't have any empathy at all, but I do. I have a strong amount of empathy, so 10 plus. And not just for the people in my life, those that I care about. I have empathy for those people I see on the street that don't have the means to feed themselves or to support their families, okay? So, yeah, empathy. Enthusiasm. Hell yeah! Am I enthusiastic about life? Yeah. Am I enthusiastic about my fitness goals? Yes, definitely. Am I enthusiastic about, perhaps moving to a new location? Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. My goal, my end goal is moving back to the country, having a garden and a clothesline. All those things that I had when my kids were little that maybe I didn't appreciate, I want them back. So, am I enthusiastic about life? Yes. So I'd say 10. Fairness. We'd have to ask my kids this. Sometimes I am and sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm fair in actions. Like if let's say I contribute to one of my children's life in some way, financially or whatever it may be, I have to contribute to the other two because I have 3. And I don't love one kid more than the other. It doesn't happen. Not in my world, okay? And I tell my kids, like, if you ever get mad at your brother or sister and we're having a family holiday and you don't want them to come or you're not going to come, well, you know what? You're all welcome. I would never, ever, ever close the door on any of my children or my grandchildren. And I don't give a shit if I'm mad at them, if I'm mad as hell at them. They're always welcome in my home. Always. And if they were going to work in the city and they didn't have enough gas and they said to me, Mom, can I sleep on your couch? It would be, hell yeah, what are you asking me for, right? In my life, I've had a different circumstance. I was in that same circumstance and I was refused in the middle of winter. So that taught me that, yeah, you have to be fair. You have to be fair. You have to have strong empathy. So yeah, those skills are things that I have. So fairness, 10. Forgiveness. Ooh. Oh, I don't know. I have a hard time with this. Do I forgive those people who did transgressions against me? In a way, I do. In a way, I forgive them. I have empathy for them. I can't forget. I will never forget the things that were done to me that hurt me severely. And I have been beat, I have been stolen from, I have been lied about, I have been pushed out of the fold, yeah, all those things. And for what? Nothing I did, trust me on that. The karma is not on my side of the fence. So, forgiveness, there are a few people I will never forgive, ever. It's easy, like you could forgive someone if they show that they're putting the effort in to change their life or to change their behavior or to change their attitude or even an apology, like a freaking apology, right? But if that person doesn't care, if they're narcissistic, you won't get that. You won't get that. Forgiveness, no, I can't say forgiveness. So I would say a scale of 1 to 10, I can forgive my kids, my friends, my love partners, no. My relationships, no. Familial aspects, my extended family who have done me wrong or said bad things about or started rumors or lied. Like lied is a big one. Will I forgive them? No. So a scale of 1 to 10. I have to account for the forgiveness of my children. If they do anything, I would always forgive them. Always. Yeah. A scale of 1 to 10. 5. That's the lowest one on the whole thing. Yeah. Okay, so forgiveness is a 5. Generosity, that's a 10. I have given my last loaf of bread out of the house to someone who had no food. I have given my last dollar to people that needed it. So is that a good attribute? Hell yeah, I think so. I don't ask for accolades, though. I'm not saying that to you to say, oh, look, I did this or no. But it needs to be counted because it's on the list. So am I generous? Yeah, to a fault sometimes. Okay, gratitude. Yes, I have gratitude for everything that I have in my life. I have gratitude for my life. I have gratitude for the food that I have, the roof over my head, and the ability to be able to provide for myself every month. So gratitude, yes, 10. And I pray to my divine, to my belief system, okay? I pray to that divine, the one I believe in. And we all have our own. I pray every night, every morning when I wake up, before I eat a meal, I say thank you. Thank you for the food I'm about to eat. So, and I think it wouldn't hurt all of us, whether you believe in anything or not, to thank the universe, thank the trees, thank the animals for the food they give, thank the plants and the vegetables for the food they give us, for the sustenance that we get. It doesn't hurt to thank. Okay, honesty. Have I ever lied? Ever in my life? Of course, who hasn't, right? Who hasn't? Yeah, I've told some fibs. A couple of times to save my ass from being physically assaulted. But if I'm speaking to someone I care about, I don't lie. I will not lie to my children. I will never lie to my children. And remember that. That is a big one. Especially if my kids are watching this. I have never lied to. I would never lie to. Period. And even when I did things that I didn't think were appropriate or I didn't think were good, my kids knew. They knew the truth. If something had happened to me and someone did something to me, I told my kids. My kids know the truth. They know my history. They know everything about me. There's nothing that my kids don't know about me. So honesty. But yeah, there's things that I don't tell other people about myself. Of course, it's none of their business. It's not their karma, it's mine. So honesty, I have to take that into account, so I'll say 8 out of 10. Would I eat a humble pie? Do I have humility? Yes, I have humility. I truly do. But there are times I might not, right? So I'm not perfect. I'm not the perfect person. So 7. I would say 7 out of 10. Humility. Innovation. Yes, that's a 10. That's a 10 because I'm the type of person, if I don't have something, I'll make it. I mean, the other day, here's an example. The other day, I had such a craving for crackers. I had bought cheese. I had a craving for crackers. I looked it up and I made gluten-free crackers. What else? A coffee table. If you need a coffee table and you don't have one, you get a couple of crates. And I mean, I've seen it on Pinterest. I'll do it, right? So am I innovative? Yes. I had a business where I was looking to help people who had special challenges, weren't able to walk. I used that machinery in a couple of areas. I used it to work with a person that I knew who was in a wheelchair. She's no longer in a wheelchair. I believe that it had a lot to do with the fact that we targeted certain areas immediately. We didn't wait for the disease or the illness to take over the body. I was fast with utilizing the equipment and utilizing the appropriate equipment, okay? Building strength and tolerance and perseverance, okay? Now, I had some people, when I was doing certain programming with individuals who were kind of like throwing a wrench in, and they pissed the hell out of me. I was pissed right off. They would buy this individual chocolate bars and chips, and they would say, oh, this person deserves it because they've been, they haven't been able to do this or haven't been able to do that. What? They deserve to eat sugar that feeds cancer and disease and illness and anxiety and obesity. You want to give this person who just lost certain abilities in their life, you want to feed them sugar, and you want me to agree to it? You want me to say, yeah, that's okay? No, hell no. I totally vehemently disagree with that. I don't think that giving somebody a treat of sugar is showing them that you care for them. Hell no. No, no, no. So innovation, I would say 9. So the last one, I knew what it meant, but I wasn't really sure if I was hitting it right on, so I looked it up. And it is altruism. Okay, I've never really used the word, truly, I can't lie, right? I'm honest, right? Okay, so, and that says it's a noun, and it means the belief in or the practice of disinterested and selfless concern for the well-being of others. The belief in or practice of disinterested and selfless concern for the well-being of others. Well, not disinterested. Okay, the synonyms, let's try that, okay? Unselfishness, selflessness, it was a type error, okay. Self-sacrifice, self-denial, consideration, compassion, kindness, goodwill, decency, nobility, public-spiritedness, generosity, liberality, free-handedness, big heart, lavishness, benevolence, philanthropy, humanitarian, charity, and so altruism. I would say I'm a 10. I was a social worker. I did community initiatives. I worked with people who needed the help and didn't have the funds. I would go to bat for someone who wasn't being guided in certain directions or that to get the help that they needed. So yeah, I believe that I do believe that I have a strong amount of philanthropy and humanitarianism in my life and charity. So I would give myself a 10 on that. I mean, my whole life, my whole career has been based on that, except for when I was a truck driver or a heavy equipment operator. So, so those are the list of values: accountability, appreciation, attentiveness, authenticity, boldness, bravery, compassion, confidence, courage, creativity, curiosity, dependability, determination, discipline, empathy, enthusiasm, fairness, forgiveness, generosity, gratitude, honesty, humility, innovation, and altruism. There's more on the back. I'm gonna have to make this a two video segment, because no way in hell I'm getting this on this video. So the ones that I had the lowest in is I had attentiveness, I got 6. Authenticity, I got 7. Confidence, I got an 8. Forgiveness, I got a 5. And humility, I got a 7. Okay. So I'll see you on day 23, which is going to be part 2 of this video, because there is a whole long list that I totally didn't even notice on the back. So I'll see you on that video. The good Lord be willing. Namaste. Bye.